Hello, Jeepers here with 4GTV, and let me just get right to it. I'm going to start this first impressions off by answering the one question that might be on the mind of many gamers, and that's yes, Asterigos, Curse of the Stars is a unique casual Souls-like game, but then again it's very casual, by no means as challenging as others. Developed by Acme Game Studios and published by Tiny Build, Asterigos really pushes no boundaries, and it doesn't offer anything groundbreaking. But what it does offer is a really good entry point for those interested in the genre. Because if you're new to a Souls-like game, the genre can have you rage quitting in no time. Now, if I still have your attention and a Souls-like experience hasn't turned you away, because I do know this genre is not everyone's cup of tea, I'll get into the story and make it brief. You play as Hilda, a Northwind warrior looking for her lost father in the mythical cursed city known as Aphes. So as you play through the game, more of the story will unveil itself. A lot of the story is told by an overabundance of pointless lore spread throughout the world, and many of the questions you can ask the various NPCs in the game. There's also points in the game where a brief echo of the past will play out as you search for your father in the city of Aphes. Combat is essentially the bread and butter of a Souls-like experience. And Asterigos does this well if you're not looking for a challenge. But like I said, don't expect anything groundbreaking. Now, you have a variety of weapons to choose from in your arsenal. If you want to slice down your enemies with a spear and hammer combo, you may do so. Or stick with the sword and shield, which was my preferred method to annihilate my enemy. You can even add some magic elemental effects to help out with your fight. There are also bombs and daggers to throw, but they felt useless. In fact, many of the extra items in the inventory, I never got around to figuring out what exactly they all did. It really felt like a lot of bloat, to be honest. Also, there is crafting in the game, but it is very limited, and the game has your basic skill tree as well, which allows you to unlock new abilities. Combat itself felt solid, and the button scheme was laid out well too. Now, my biggest complaint with the game is that it offers little direction. By this I mean there is no map, and the quest clues given aren't very specific. I spent much of my time going in circles around the map just to end up in the exact same place. Somehow I would miss a door or end up at a dead end, but the game's saving grace is its boss fights. They were extremely fun, and each was a unique encounter. I fought everything from a giant alligator, a bird creature, and colossal statues. Now, for a quick tip, make sure you use the lock on target when fighting each boss, because the camera will tend to really spaz out, making your fight much more difficult. Graphically, I love Asterigos' Curse of the Stars' appealing cartoon art style. It really gives off that playful Immortal Phoenix Rising vibe. And as I played the game on Steam, I had zero hiccups with everything just running smoothly with my rig. But as I mentioned before, there were some camera angle issues in the game, especially during the boss fights, that could be addressed. And as far as the soundtrack goes, it was great. But the voice acting was a hit and miss. Hilda was fantastically voiced, but there were other characters that simply were not. While Asterigos has its good points and bad, I still maintain that it's a good starting point for those new to a Souls-like genre. Asterigos Curse of the Stars is out now for PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. Thanks for watching, and for more great content like this, please like and subscribe to 4GTV's.